Mimi naitwa Dinna ninatoka
she is called Dinna
chama cha msingi Bwambo.
She is from Bwambo Rural Cooperative Society in Same District. The husband was called Chedia and the husband passed away. When the husband passed away, the brother-in-law came and asked to be the husband, and she refused. So when she refused, she was told to go back to her home.
Na nikifika kwenye shamba ananipiga.
When she goes to the dig in her plantation, the brother-in-law comes and starts beating her. And she sued the brother-in-law, and the court, the sub-village court came and put like closed the land, because no, she should not come to dig on the plantation because she could be hurt by the brother-in-law.
Sasa wakanipa barua nikaenda mahakamani.
The sub-village court gave her the letter to go to the court, the primary court. She didn't have food and she had 12 children. All the 12 children were depending on her. They needed food, they needed clothes, they needed to be paid school fees. She ended up not educating her children because everything was on her, and she had to look for food, so her children didn't go to school. So when they started growing old, every child would go and start looking for means of survival. The only 2 young children are the ones who have studied, because the elderly children started working and were able to pay for their siblings' school fees. So only one of them has studied up to senior 4. So they organized themselves and go to do casual labor. And when they come back, they organize everybody to contribute 5,000 to educate their 2 siblings. They all said it is not good that they all not go to school, so they contributed for their siblings. So the elder ones, some stopped in P3, others stopped in P7, primary 7. Last year he completed senior 4, but he was not selected by the government to go to any tertiary institute or senior 5, and Dinna did not have money to take her or him to senior 5. So she also followed the other brothers and sisters to do casual labor in order to earn money.
Lakini nilipoenda kule mahakamani kesi, kwa sababu mimi sina hela, wenzangu wanahonga, kesi ilikaa mwaka mzima.
But also when she went to the primary court, because the brother-in-law who was against her could go and bribe, her case took a whole year.
Ninaendelea kupata shida, siku nyingine nalala na njaa na watoto hatuli.
She suffered a lot. Sometimes they would go without food with her children because they didn't have any aid from any help, and then she had all these other court issues, so she went through a lot of problems. The government finally, the court passed a ruling that the coffee plantation is hers, and there's no way she can go back to her home. That was her home and she had to remain there.
Basi waliposema hivyo nikarudi nikaenda kulima shamba zangu, naendelea na watoto wangu wengine wamekuwa wakubwa, wanaenda kujitafutia.
So after that she went back to her home. She started digging. She started feeding her children. She stayed with her children.
Wale watoto wengine wamekuwa wakubwa, mwingine na leo na miaka 10.
The girls decided to marry at a young age because they said when they go, their family becomes small, so she can manage the younger children. Some of the children didn't have clothes, some were shorts only. Food was a problem, so the girls decided to go so that she remains with the few that she can handle. And they tell her the men don't pay bride price because they just decide to go and get married, and they tell her it is better they go and start their family even if they are young, instead of staying with her and they all don't have much to do. And her children have grown old, and now they are also out doing some income generating things to get some money. They are on their own. Girls have also gotten married, so she's there at home alone, even if the house is not yet repaired. But she's at least, her life is better. Her life is not like the way it was before. The training that she has got is good, and she thinks if she had got it before she had all those problems, she would be able to manage around those problems. She would not go through the problems she went through.